Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing the Kia K5 EX. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Jerry Center Kia here in Salt Lake for giving me some time with this K5. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions, just ask for Brian, and then also include a link to my car buying guide as well. Let's get right into it. Under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 2.5 liter four-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 25 around town and then 36 on the highway, with power outputs being 191 horsepower and then 181 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, this car is very, very blue, but I think it works. It shows off the body lines pretty well. Now, the K5 still has the cool amber lights, which is a fun part of it. And then look at the headlights, look a little bit sharper compared to before. You can see the grille, that hasn't changed as much, and then down below as well. But yeah, overall, I mean, the K5 has always been a good looking car and it still looks good. Around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 235 by 45 by 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got the silver there with the blacked out elements. I think that's a pretty cool look. And then look at the window trim here. It goes around, and you can see the door handles are body painted, all of that. And if we take a few steps back, you can see the full side profile here with the K5. And that leads us to the key fob. It's Kia's new key fob with the logos there on either side. You've got your remote start function, lock and unlock and all that on the side, and then also the opening for the trunk. Now popping into the cargo area, first off, got these pull tabs here to throw down the seats, which is pretty cool. Quite a bit of storage space here as well. It's one of the big benefits of the K5. It doesn't look that big on the outside, but it's actually a pretty big sedan. And when you're all done, just plop that down. You can see the new taillight design. Definitely interesting. I mean, look at the elements with this. But putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the looks of the new K5. I think it looks pretty similar to before, just a little bit fancier. Now taking a look at the door panel on the back, soft touch here at the top, and then you got this kind of like wood trim going down below, and then more soft touch there with the blacked out trim. I like the stitching that goes across, that's pretty cool. And then here are the seats. So perforated all down the center, definitely a nice seat. Legroom back here is pretty solid. Got a little storage pocket. We've got some vents here in the back, USB ports down below. And then headroom back here, I mean, it's decent, not massive, but it works. Now taking a look at the front door panel again, the soft touch here, and you can see the wood trim down below, and then all of the soft touch there. All of our window controls here, mirror adjustments as well. Got your memory seat function. See blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And then here's the front seat, perforated all down the center portion. Power adjustments on the side. And then pretty normal pedal layout, looks like. You can see with the trunk release, stability control button, steering wheel is manually adjustable. And you got pretty nice, that wood trim on the dash, and then stitching and soft touch across the rest of the dash. So taking a look at the steering wheel, you got nice trim all around. We've got practical controls for like your adaptive cruise control, your steering assist, voice command, volume controls, phone controls, all of that. And then they just have traditional stocks behind it, so pretty easy. And then we've got a full digital gauge cluster here, so you can scroll through and see different bits of info on systems within the car. And then we also have our drive mode select. I think it's interesting Kia's not doing crazy animations for the drive modes. It's same screen as it always is. Now this version of the K5 does have the 360 camera system, and one of my favorite features is this right here. Got the exterior shot of the car. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, well, apparently it's not quick. There we go, now it's picking up my finger a little bit better, but yeah, pretty quick response time, easy to use, and it's all one unit, by the way. You got more of that wood trim down below. You can see the vent design across. Then we got some more vents right here. This one has the multi-function controls, so I guess that Kia is doubling down on this. A lot of their cars have it now. And then we've got some USBs down below, wireless phone charging pad as well. Shifter here for the 8-speed, some cup holders, Then you've got your parking sensors. That's for the camera, the parking brake, auto hold here. Heated and ventilated seat control, drive mode, select heated steering wheel control as well. Got a little storage. And here's the center console. Nice trim on the center console. I guess while we're on the topic of storage, there's your glove box. And then we do have a, yeah, I'd call this a panoramic sunroof. Now taking a look at the window sticker, you can see 2025 Kia K5 EX. And yeah, there's quite a bit that comes with this package. $35,830 is total MSRP. And let's see how it drives. Let's check my visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors. Got the rest of the rear. And, well, 360 camera system. So what I do want to give Kia some credit for, camera system's really good. Not just the resolution, but also the distortion of reality. So some camera systems really distort everything that's in the image, so it makes things weird. So like, look at this, as I'm getting close to the curb here, don't worry, I'm not gonna curb the wheel, but you can see how, like, I mean, that's pretty, I don't know, I think that's pretty clear in both cameras, so you can really tell. So what I really am saying is, if you're married, 360 camera system is gonna be great. You don't have to deal with curved wheels anymore, just saying. But other stuff, these seats are pretty comfortable. I do like the fact that they are heated and cooled. It's always a nice feature. One thing I am confused about though is Kia's packaging, because I just reviewed a Sorento EX, and that was like not base model but more baseline, whereas the EX in this is more loaded up. So the Kia's, I guess, package designations are kind of confusing, their trim levels when you go from one model to the next. So I just thought I'd bring that up. Suspension is pretty comfortable. It's got the turn signal camera too. Yeah, this is loaded up. This is loaded up. Yeah, pretty good power. Obviously they dropped the 1.6 to go for this 2.5. I talked about this in my first K5 review. My estimation was that Kia might be doing this for reliability purposes, right? Because it's similar power outputs with the engines that had more torque. Being turbocharged, it would also do better at high elevation like this. Ah, no! The train of doom. These trains are like a mile plus long, so we're gonna turn around. Slightly different test drive than expected. And I see in the background the train just ended. Patience, I should have had patience, but let's see the power. Not bad. Not bad at all. I already drove one of these, so I kind of have a pretty good idea. Just want to do a video on the EX because this is like the loaded up K5. So overall, suspension's comfortable, seats are comfortable, it's got solid features, drives well. The power, I think the power might be a little bit of a problem. Let me think for a second. No, it's not. The power's not the problem. They need a hybrid in this because, you know, some people might be comparing this to the new Accord or new Camry, and those are going to have hybrid powertrain. Like the Camry's hybrid only now. The Accord you can get a turbo or a hybrid. So, I mean, the GT version of this is going to be really cool. I'll be excited to review that with the extra power. But yeah, I think a hybrid, right? Because that seems like that's what the competition is doing this. And I mean, Toyota's all in on the hybrid, and then Honda, they really do push their Accord hybrid. Like they want people to buy the Accord hybrid instead of the turbo Accord. So let me know what you guys think about that. Would you even want to see a K5 hybrid, or do you feel like it doesn't really fit the personality of the car?